Alrighty then. I know I'm 3 days late on the WWE TLC review, but life. Deal with it. Had a bunch of Christmas shopping to be done Monday, and then Tuesday a bunch of other stuff. I decided to go out and be social. So yeah, that's why there hasn't been a TLC review. And then, honestly, I just when it came to this show in particular, I honestly just didn't want to get on YouTube to do it. I'm being dead honest here when I say that. I always feel like sometimes a lot of people think I do this as a joke, where it's like I try to be of the minority of the internet because I don't want to be, the same as most internet wrestling fans, but that is not the case at all. I don't try to piss off the YWC and IWC as much. I try to be as fair and balanced as possible when it comes to my reviews and when it comes to, just talking about wrestling in general, because in the end of the day, to me at least, when you're doing a review, you're supposed to be able to explain it to people who don't watch the product and who do not follow the product, and give you a reason to watch the product and be entertained by the product. It's like me if I was doing reviews on a bunch of different other episodes and stuff like that, or different shows and stuff like that. You would want someone not to fanboy over it. It's like when you watch a movie review, you don't want the person to be a complete fan of the movie because they're just going to be biased when they get to that review. And I feel like sometimes some wrestling fans put their fanship too hard in the reviews and sometimes overrate certain wrestling shows. Like this one, TLC 2016. You see, when I watched WWE TLC 2016 on Monday night when I got home, I was frankly disappointed. I sat there and I said to myself, this was the best WWE could give us at TLC 2016. And frankly, I thought the show was pretty damn bad. I know I'm going to be of the minority here, but I'm not trying to be a part of the minority. It's just me when I was viewing this. I just said, I don't know, besides maybe one match on this card that I can show to someone that would make them say, oh my God, this was all right here was just kind of blah. You kick it off with the SmackDown Tag Team title match between the Wyatt family and, yeah, the Wyatt family's cool and all. I really like what they're doing with Randy Orton right now within the Wyatt family. It's a nice little dynamic that they have going there. The Wyatt family go on and win the SmackDown tag belts. But really, to be honest, it was just kind of blah. The match itself was whatever. It wasn't really a good opener. Didn't have really good pace. I just thought it was kind of That's just me. I just thought the match was kind of blah. Nothing too special about this match. I can go see this tag match anywhere else. The right team goes over here, so that's all I really got to say about it. But I just felt that this match was kind of I was expecting a little bit more. Congratulations to Bray Wyatt finally winning the tag team title. But when it comes down to it, Bray Wyatt finally wins a championship in the WWE. And, yes, this is really cool that, Bray Wyatt is finally doing something cool in the WWE. It's like the WWE's finally doing something with Bray Wyatt. But it's just kind of like, it's with Randy freaking Orton. And you guys know I'm a huge Randy Orton fan. I like Randy Orton and all. But really, to be honest, this is just how sad Bray Wyatt is as a character, that they can't find anything cool for this guy to do on his own. He can't stand out on his own. The character Bray Wyatt needs a lot of help, needs a lot of support. And they had to use Randy Orton just to inject some life back into this guy. And I mean, really, to be honest, that's pretty sad when you have to use Randy Orton, of all people, to inject some life into a wrestler. That shouldn't be the case. We shouldn't be having to rely on Randy Orton to inject some life in this guy named Bray Wyatt, who has a character and can be a big star. So, like, to me personally, I do like what they're doing with the Wyatt family. As a fan of professional wrestling, I do like it. But it's just that when I look at it, and if someone was watching this, I don't know how you would think these guys are a tag team. Like, Bray Wyatt looks like some hobo hillbilly, and then you got Randy Orton, who looks pretty decent. Like, Randy Orton doesn't look anything a part of the Wyatt family. Like, they just look like an odd mismatched tag team. And the directives, I don't know. It's just not there. I just don't know what the goal of the Wyatt family is, because to be honest here, if they really want to rule SmackDown, why are you going after the SmackDown tag team titles? Go after the WWE World title. I don't see how that's ruling SmackDown if you're freaking going after the fucking tag team titles. And then once again, the SmackDown tag team belts is a mismatched team winning the tag belts over established teams like the American Alpha, like the Usos, like the freaking, I guess you can say the Hype Bros, the Ascension. I mean, you're pretty much just saying all your other tag teams that have been tag teaming and are known for being tag teaming for a long time with each other are not that important. That's what you're pretty much telling me as a viewer. You're just saying like, hey, just go find some random bum, team up with that guy, you'll win the SmackDown tag belts. I don't know. To me personally, it just makes no sense to me. It's just kind of eh. But Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt winning. That's good on Dandy. Nikki Bella and Carmella had an interesting no DQ match. I was actually surprised how far these two women went. Props to Carmella for taking this. I mean, seriously, props to Carmella. I never thought she had it in her. I knew my girl Fearless Nikki would do whatever it takes to entertain the fans, even though fans hate her. I don't know why. But, you know, this match was kind of whatever, too. And the wrong person wins. Like, Nikki Bella wins. And I get it because this felt like a heel night in wrestling. It was like, oh, yeah, this is going to be like a bunch of heels winning. So you needed like one babyface to win. But sometimes I feel like for pay-per-views, it's okay if the good guys don't overcome. Sure, Bobby at home and Billy in the arena will be crying because their heroes didn't win. But you know what? It's fine. It's not a big deal at the end of the day. No one's going to die from it. It's fine. So, yeah, Nikki Bella wins. Whatever. Moving on forward. Like, seriously, that's how I felt about this pay-per-view. It was just kind of whatever. Then my fucks were going down super low because of The Miz taking on Dolph Ziggler. You know, at this point, I just want WWE to clear Daniel Bryan to do something with The Miz, because that's one of the more interesting things to me as a viewer watching SmackDown is The Miz and Daniel Bryan stuff than Miz doing anything else with other people. Like, it just feels like they're trying to fill time for something. Like, I don't know, maybe Daniel Bryan's doing more tests. Maybe they're trying to clear Daniel Bryan. Maybe they're trying to do something with The Miz. Maybe Miz will face someone else that's like Daniel Bryan's friend or whatever. But like, I just want to see Miz and Daniel Bryan do something. I don't even care if like Miz is talking all this shit, and then later on they had it where Daniel Bryan comes out and puts a yes lock on The Miz, and The Miz taps out in like 8 seconds, like Orlando Jordan, Chris Benoit status, because that right there is believable. You know, The Miz, you know, is talking all this shit to Daniel Bryan. He's been building himself up as his top tier heel on SmackDown. And then you have Daniel Bryan, who was a top guy for the WWE, you know, at one point in time. You know, I didn't agree with it, but he was a top guy. So it's like, you know, he's a former WWE World Champion. He beat Evolution in one night at WrestleMania 30. So it's believable that a Daniel Bryan, even if he is so rusty in the ring, could beat a Miz like that quick. But yeah, like really, to be honest here, when I was just watching this Miz and Ziggler match, I was just sitting there and I was just like, I've seen this before. It's a typical Dolph Ziggler ladder match. You know, Miz is doing his best work that he's been doing throughout his career, to be honest here. Like, this year is probably the Miz's best year. But when it comes down to it, I just didn't care about this match. You know, I was just like, I've seen Dolph Ziggler flop around and doing the same shit in every ladder match. It's not special. They didn't add anything unique. They used a lot of silly spots that I've already seen. Moving on forward, Miz retains. Cool. This match with Baron Corbin and Kalisto. And it was like, these two were like trying to do something cool with this chairs match. Like, they were trying. Just like, to me, this feud is so half-assed backwards that I just didn't really care. Or Kalisto was supposed to be the babyface, yet Kalisto fucking Baron Corbin took him out for Survivor Series. But Baron Corbin's the heel because Baron Corbin beat up Kalisto during Survivor Series at the Cruiserweight title match. It's like he took away the chance for SmackDown to have the Cruiserweight title. Like, why do I care? No, like seriously, why do I care about this feud? This feud is so half-assed backwards. I didn't care about any of the characters whatsoever in this feud. And so I was fine with like whoever won. I didn't care. Baron Corbin ended up winning. Right guy goes over. And it was just whatever. It was just a whatever match. Like, it was nothing special. Like, they did a bunch of crazy stuff. They tried. But yeah. The tables match for the SmackDown Women's title. Actually, this was my favorite match of the night, to be honest with you here. I know a lot of people are going to be like, Chase, how dare you? You didn't like the main event. We'll talk about the main event later. But this was my favorite match between Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss. I thought these two women went out there, they did their shit, they played the right parts. I had fun watching the women's tables match. This was the best match to me tonight and in the night. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for it, but I just found myself enjoying this match. I felt this was like the only match on the card that really like woke me up until we got to the main event. But then we'll talk about the main event a little bit later on. But yeah, I thought Bliss did good. I thought Becky did good. I just had fun. It was like fun watching this match. You know, I felt they did a good job wrestling as their characters. Alexa Bliss ends up winning after doing a 6 spot on Becky Lynch. Good. There we go. Awesome. Silver Children rule, as Nero says in the chat. I'm cool with it. Alexa Bliss would be a good champion. I felt Becky Lynch was kind of getting dull as a champion. I felt she wasn't, like, not to say Becky Lynch isn't ready to become a champion, but her being a champion right now was at the wrong place and at the wrong time. You know, there is a wrong time to give someone you like a championship. Becky Lynch winning the women's championship, being the first ever SmackDown's women's champion, was a mistake. Because you see, you should have given Nikki Bella the first ever reign as SmackDown Women's Champion. So that way, when she drops the belt to someone like Alexa Bliss or a Carmella, let's say, they get put up on a higher level. They get put on a higher pedestal. It's like this big old like, oh shit, they beat Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella's this long reigning Divas champion. I can't believe it. Becky Lynch, like, no offense to Becky, you know, yes, sure, whatever she did on the independents, but you gotta remember, guys, not everyone follows the fucking independents. Not everyone cares what she did on the independents. Heck, most of the time she was injured on the independents. If I remember correctly, she didn't wrestle that much. She even took a break from wrestling because of all her injuries and stuff like that. But she never won the NXT Women's Championship, and so it's just like, but it's just like when you look at it, Becky Lynch was just the wrong person to be the first champion. Like, yeah, it's cool. It's like, oh yeah, look at what NXT is producing. But really, to be honest here, it's not like WWE was building Becky Lynch to be a good character or be a big-time star. For her, when she dropped the belt to Alexa Bliss, it hires Alexa Bliss's level, if you get what I'm saying. Like, it did nothing for either of these women. Like, yeah, these women put on a really good match. I do appreciate the tables match that they did put out, and I did enjoy that match the most out of all the matches I saw on TLC. But when it comes down to it, this would have been so much better if Nikki Bella would have lost to Alexa Bliss. And Alexa Bliss beat one of the most dominant women in WWE history in Nikki Bella. Whether you like Nikki Bella or not, she has one of the most, in kayfabe sense, dominant times as a champion, beating a lot of former champions along the way, beating a lot of top tier contenders. So when it comes down to it, you would think that, hey, maybe you would give that rub to Alexa Bliss and then build up Becky Lynch as the underdog babyface that could beat Alexa Bliss. I don't know. That's just me. That's just what I'm thinking. And like Kadeem Simon said, but Chase, it's logic. And we all know WWE doesn't follow logic. And then we get to the main event. And this is where I just couldn't believe it. I was actually enjoying this world title match. It was everything I ever wanted for. But then the fucking ending happened. Oh my God. I don't care what anyone says about this match. I don't care how much you defend this match. I don't care what you say. I always believe that the ending needs to be good. The ending needs to be fucking right. And instead of getting a good ending to the show, we got a dick's worth ending. It was like WWE decided, hey, instead of actually doing something with AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose, let's push James Ellsworth. Let's make it where James Ellsworth is the deciding factor to this WWE world title match between AJ Styles, who was one of the hottest free agents in the WWE in wrestling last year, and you guys managed to sign and you made him a world champion, and Dean Ambrose, who's in the beloved faction of the Shield. You know, let's take these two guys that we should be building our brand around and make them plot devices for fucking dick's worth. You gotta be fucking kidding me. This is how you end this great TLC match? Fuck that. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are like, you should have just based it off the ending. The whole point of a match or a story or a movie or a television show is how did they get to the fucking end? How many times have you watched a show? Like, what was that one show that was popular? How I Met Your Mother. That show was like very popular, and a lot of people hated it at the end because of the last episode. They're like, yeah, the show was good at one point, but then the last episode happened, and I fucking hate that show. How many people hate like so many movies? So many people that hate movies because like, dude, that ending to that movie sucked. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, how many people do you know that have said that? The whole point of a wrestling match is to tell a fucking story and to get to the end of that story and getting either a satisfied or a sad result because either A, the good guy won, or B, the good guy lost and the heel won. That's the whole point. But here you have it where it's like AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose are going out there and killing each other, doing such phenomenal spots. AJ Styles with that springboard 450 onto Dean Ambrose in the table. Oh my God. That's what I expect from a TLC match between two guys who have had a rivalry for a long time in Styles and Ambrose, trying to freaking kill each other for that WWE World Championship. But here you have it. Instead of getting that, it's like, we get Dixworth deciding who wins this match. Fucking James Ellsworth doing some Colin Delaney shit. This is how you feel like this will help AJ Styles? This will help Dean Ambrose? Like, I get AJ Styles is supposed to be a heel. I'm fine with AJ Styles doing heelish stuff. But really, you're having a jabroni jobber help him beat Dean Ambrose. It's not like someone with actual beef with Dean Ambrose came down to the ring and helped AJ Styles. It was fucking Dixworth, who you guys had get destroyed on SmackDown. You had him get destroyed on SmackDown the week before. He's all freaking broken and dead. And then you all have it where it's like he comes out and he beats up Dean Ambrose. Well, he doesn't beat up Dean Ambrose. He pushes Dean Ambrose off the ladder. Like, he pushes the ladder and stuff like that. And it was so sad, too, because, like, the fans, like, this is how you know WWE's bad. Some of the fans were booing while other fans were going, yes, yes, yes. Like, what the fuck? Ugh. I mean, I'm just saying. It's like, this is what you do. You have your world champion, AJ Styles, who should be the main focus that you should be building up for, because AJ Styles, he's going to be having a big match coming up soon. AJ Styles is either going to be facing against The Undertaker at Royal Rumble maybe, or he's going to be the sacrificial father to John Cena at WrestleMania when John Cena becomes a 16-time world champion. But you should keep on building up AJ Styles as the guy who beat John Cena, the guy who's the face that runs the place. But instead of doing that, it's like you're just like making AJ Styles your WWE World Champion second fiddle to Dixworth. Like I said, I would get it if, let's just say, like, even though I wouldn't be a big fan of it, if, like, let's just say Kane came out and he had beef with Dean Ambrose or something, and then fucking Kane chokeslammed Dean Ambrose. Yeah, that'd make more sense. That'd be awesome. Yeah, cool, sure, why not? But it's like Ellsworth. It's like, really? He's the reason why AJ Styles is still WWE champion right now? It's because he pushed Dean Ambrose? And for what reason? Like, his reason on talking smack because he wanted to beat AJ Styles again because he knows he can beat AJ Styles and he'll give Dean Ambrose his first opportunity. So now you're taking Dean Ambrose, who at one point was a really good building block for your company, and instead of using Dean Ambrose to put actually someone over on the SmackDown roster that needs it right now, like a Baron Corbin or Apollo Crews, he's now going to go feud with fucking Dixworth. You do realize what you're doing, WWE. You're having Dean Ambrose feud with fucking Dixworth. Of all people in the fucking world. This is some Colin Delaney junk. This is trash. This is not good. You can't be doing that. That to a guy like Dean Ambrose. That's just a waste of time. That's just a waste of his talent too. Like, you wonder why WWE doesn't create any stars, because they do what they do with a lot of their stars. They either overexpose them too much and overuse them to the point where people get sick of them, see Dixworth, Or they freaking make them like such jabroni jobbers that you don't even want to cheer for them. See Dean Ambrose. Like, you know, Dean Ambrose should be a cool character. Dean Ambrose should be a character that a lot of people do like and should be supporting. Even if he does have lack of in-ring talent, it doesn't matter. He should be a good character, but he sucks as a character. Not to say Dean Ambrose sucks in general. He's not really that good, Dean Ambrose, but still. The WWE's not doing any favors. I mean, AJ Styles, no way AJ Styles is a perfect character. But when it comes down to how AJ Styles is being treated right now, it's like, really? Ellsworth has more pull than him right now? What has Ellsworth been doing? Is Vince McMahon like punching his chin or something? I don't know. I really don't know. So when I see this ending right here, and they ended on such Colin Delaney junk, how could I sit here and say this show was good? How? I can't. I honestly can't give TLC 2016 a good grade. So yeah, that's my review on TLC 2016. Not a good show. And like I said, I'm not trying to be different than other people in the YWC. I've seen a lot of people's other reviews. And, you know, I can get why a lot of people, you know, they like this show. I can get it. I understand it. But once again, understand from my point of view, when I do my reviews, it's more of a sense like, could people who aren't wrestling fans watch this show and like it? And I don't feel like I could get people who aren't wrestling fans to watch this show with me and like it. Like, honestly, I can't. I feel like a lot of people would just think, like, what the fuck are you watching? Like, what kind of junk are you watching? Especially if you showed this WWE World Title match and you showed AJ Styles killing fucking Dixworth in the video package, and then all of a sudden this idiot comes out and he freaking pushes Dean Ambrose off a ladder. It's not a good swerve. It's not a good twist. It's a stupid twist. It's dumb. So yeah, TLC 2016, waste of time, waste of effort. Thought it was bad. That is just my thoughts, my opinions, and my review. I'll be taking questions. For anyone here, and then afterwards, I gotta start icing up. My back's been hurting. I freaking threw it out doing some baseball yesterday. It sucked. Hip and back are hurting a little bit, but it should be fine. All right. Did you watch Raw? Highlights, if that counts, if any. I felt that Raw was crap, to be honest with you. Did nothing to get me excited for Roadblock End of the Line 2016. It did nothing, dude. It honestly did nothing. Roman beats Jericho, bunch of cruiserweight jobbers, Enzo and Lana segments being goofy as hell. Yeah, I didn't like it. What's up, Chase? Nothing much, DJ Cass. What would your reaction be if the Master of TLC Edge won the world title at the end of this PvP and explains to people he faked his injury because he's been doing movies and then says, fuck you, Chase? I would actually like that, to be honest, Rated RK Edge. I actually think that would be good. It would just be like, what a fucking twist. It would actually be a better twist than Dixworth doing some Colin Delaney crap. That'd be so much better. Yeah, you know what? I actually would like that. And then plus I get a free shout out from some schmuck named Edge. Like, people will be like, who the fuck is this Chase? And they will try to search me up, and it'll be awesome. Do you see Ric Flair turning on Sasha, helping Charlotte get her title back, turns heel, Charlotte undefeated pay-per-view and Golden Children rule? See, a little bit. I really do see that happening, just a tiny little bit, that the WWE may be doing that. I would laugh. I wouldn't be surprised. I never bet against Charlotte when it comes to pay-per-views. I do feel like that her undefeated pay-per-view streak should continue and should still be building, but I wouldn't be surprised if WWE did that. It's an Iron Woman match. Oh, God. That'd be actually pretty funny. Woo! You thought that I was with you, Sasha. Oh, Sasha. Do you think Sasha and Charlotte having all these gimmick matches so quick quick and fans might turn on it? I just think it's stupid that they're going through all these gimmick matches like they're nothing. It's kind of like the Cena and Orton feud in 2009. Just because they're good talents and they have good chemistry with each other doesn't mean you have to fucking do anything stupid and goopy with them. I mean, seriously, that's what I'm saying. It's like, like they're just doing all these gimmick matches, and it's like Hell in a Cell is supposed to be like this big demonic structure, ends career, should be a feud ender. Then they have a Falls Count Anywhere match, and now they're having an Iron Man match. It's like, what are y'all doing? It's like you're just making all your gimmick matches so stupid and useless. Like that's why now they're just gimmick matches and they don't mean anything anymore. Broken Rebecca Olsen. Oh, yes, delightful. Rebecca Olsen is now broken. Wonderful. James Ellsworth needs to be deleted. I would love if he got deleted. Oh, Chase actually checked out some Ring of Honor Final Battle and stuff like that. You guys want a quick ROH Final Battle review? Let me know. If that's what you guys wanted to chat. I don't know if you guys will like my ROH Final Battle review. But yeah, I watched it. Found a way to watch this show. So there's only a few wrestlers that I was looking forward to seeing on the show. So let me know in the chat if you guys want an impromptu Ring of Honor Final Battle review 2016. Do you think this women's revolution is getting redundant with all these hardcore matches on both Raw and SmackDown? Yeah, it's like you save these matches for pay-per-views. Don't give them away on Raw and SmackDown. And just because they're main eventing Raw, it don't mean shit. Like seriously, it's like, oh yeah, we're main eventing Raw. It's awesome. It's like, who cares? Main eventing Raw, most of the time, a lot of people are tuning out at the last hour of Raw. Like no one's really watching Raw near the end of it all. So yeah. That's why I'm like saying, who cares? I think there's something wrong with like the fucking YouTube or something like that. Because for whatever reason, I see a lot more people in the chat, but it only says I have like one person watching. I don't know. I think there's something wrong with that because I feel like there's more people watching. It's just not updating. There's no way there's one person watching. There's more of you guys in the chat. Unless you guys are like incognito or something. Might review Final Battle. Oh, and taking questions. Yeah, let me know if you guys want to hear that Final Battle review. Really want to know if you guys are interested in my Ring of Honor thoughts. And also, do you think it doesn't matter how many times Sasha and Charlotte have good matches, but narrative Raw hasn't changed in the division? It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter if the women's division hasn't changed. So yeah. What do you think of SmackDown? It was an okay show this week. It was just TLC, but with rematches. That was just pretty much how it was. It was just TLC with rematches. I don't know what you want me to say about SmackDown. It was just TLC 2016. Ambrose and Miz was a good main event, and then Dick Squirt once again makes it seem like he's a bigger star. And we're having Dean Ambrose feud with Dick Squirt out of all fucks in the world. Yeah, fuck it. So, it's like a waste of time. It's like, why are you doing this? With Dean Ambrose out of all people, like this guy should be billed as a major star. Triple threat for the tag titles on Raw next week. Who you got winning? I got New Day winning because of the John Cena of the tag team division. So why not? Did you know Spandago's tripping over a camera cable? I LOL'd. Nope, I did not notice, nor do I care about Fandango doing that. I don't care about tag team wrestlers wrestling singles matches. It's a waste of time. All right, since there's only like, I guess, 2 of you in this world, you guys don't want to answer my questions. I'm going to review Final Battle 2016 for you guys. Bear with me. I did not like this show. The Rebellion taking on the Motor City Machine Guns and Donovan D-Jack was an ROH clusterfuck. I don't know what the fuck I was watching. There was a lot of botches. The team called the Rebellion won. The only wrestlers I knew in this match were Kenny Keene, Alex Shelley, and Chris Sabin. Silas Young took on Jushin Thunder Liger, and it was like a typical American versus Jushin Thunder Liger match where Liger barely does shit, but like the fans are supposed to be appreciative, and Silas Young won. Dalton Castle beat Colt Cabana, and like I didn't even know Colt Cabana was still a thing. I thought Colt Cabana, like once he was no longer friends with CM Punk, that was over, like his career was over. But no, I guess Colt Cabana is still a human being living on this earth. And Dalton Castle and Colt Cabana had a decent match, which Castle won, and I do like Castle a lot. Cody, aka Cody Rhodes, defeated Jay Lethal in the match of the night. That was funny too, like because before the match, they're not called. I forgot what they're called in ROH. Daniels and Kazarian. I always just call them Bad Influence, anyways. I forgot what they're called. But Bad Influence came out and they pretty much just said, like, "Hey, we're just gonna do commentary," and they were actually pretty good on commentary. I actually like Bad Influence on commentary. I forgot what their tag team name is in ROH, but yeah. But Cody and Jay Lethal was like the best match of the night. Cody Rhodes pulling the most ultimate heel technique ever, like kicking fucking Jay Lethal in the balls, and it led to ROH fans freaking out because he didn't wrestle with honor. I loved it. This was awesome. Cody Rhodes ends up being Jay Lethal. They need to make Cody Rhodes ROH World Champion because the current World Champion sucks dick. The Kingdom took on Kushida, Leo, and Rush, and Jay White for the ROH World 6-man tag team titles. Like, whatever. Don't care. Kingdom won. Move on. Barty Scroll, Dragon Lee, and Will Ospreay. It was like a 3-way match for the world title. This was like a fun little spot fest. Like, you know, if you're watching like an X Division Championship match, this was pretty much what this match was. It was like an X Division Championship match. Fun match. Will Ospreay looked good in it. That's all I really will say there. Marty Scurll retained. The Young Bucks took on the Briscoes in a whatever ROH World Tag Team title match that I didn't really care about. The Young Bucks ended up winning. But then afterwards, Broken Matt Hardy came on TV and everyone fucking lost their shit because he's the best character in professional wrestling today, bar none. It's not even fucking close. And Broken Matt Hardy pretty much said that the Bucks Abuse and the Redneck Briscoes need to be deleted, and he's going after those World Tag Team titles. Sweet. Brother Nero. Gonna watch some ROH for that. And in our main event, no DQ, no honor match, whatever, for the Ring of Honor World title, Kyle O'Reilly took on Adam Cole, and Kyle O'Reilly won. I hope Cody Rhodes comes and kicks Kyle O'Reilly in the nuts and becomes ROH World Champion soon. But the match itself was actually pretty decent. You know, these guys do have good chemistry. They've wrestled before. It's not like they're like unfamiliar with each other. They've had much better matches in the past for sure. But this was just okay. And Kyle O'Reilly won the ROH World Championship. If I'm not mistaken, O'Reilly's first Ring of Honor World title. But final battle, minus Cody versus Jay Lethal, and maybe that triple threat for the television title, don't watch it. It's a waste of your time. What do you think Roman Reigns or the WWE should do to get heat off Reigns because it's getting dull? Just turn him heel, listen to the hardcore fans, and then watch it fail. Just do that. Just listen to the hardcore fans because they know what's up. Damian Blake. WWE should have capitalized on Triple H costing Rollins the Universal title this week. WWE is stupid, sometimes not keeping people interested. I know, right? It's like people are like so wondering why did Triple H do that and everything like that. And it's just like, no, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're not going to have freaking Triple H come out and face Seth Rollins or give a reasoning or tease us a little bit. We're just going to waste time. That's what they pretty much did with Triple H, and they wasted too much time because now you're just kind of like honestly, like, yeah, Triple H and Seth Rollins is still a match that you can feel like it's going to be a big deal and you're excited for, but you're just kind of like, what's the point? You've just been waiting this long, and now Seth Rollins is just like, oh, if I win the Universal title, then I can face Hunter. It's like, what the fuck? I'd watch ROH just for Broken Matt Hardy. Indeed, Rebecca. I'd watch that too. Inconsistency and continuity is a big issue in WWE. Yeah, they do not know how to really do that. ROH has gone away from what they once were since the partnership with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Yeah. Do you like 50-50 booking? I'm really starting to despise it. No, I hate 50-50 booking. It's weak. You know, that's the whole point. The whole point of like good booking and bad booking. Like if someone gets buried a lot, it helps them out because then it's just like you want to see a story of them succeeding. But it's like so hard when it's just like, well, this guy's not really that much of a loser because he can win big matches when he needs to and stuff like that. That's why 50-50 booking's so bad. That's why it's so terrible. You know, that's why WWE is so bad and so terrible, is because they're afraid of like making guys look too fucking weak and hurting certain people's egos. But like really, to be honest, if they made more guys weaker, then they would actually succeed. Then they would actually have something going for them. By the way, if you guys don't know why I'm growing the beard out, it's because Orton's in the Wyatt family. So I figured since I'm an Orton fan, I better just join the Wyatt family myself. So that's why I'm growing out the beard. And once Orton's done with the Wyatt family, then I'll shave this fucking shit. I don't mind it either. It's not that bad. I actually just like shaved my head and my beard completely. So I was like, oh, maybe they'll grow it on the same side and stuff like that. So far, so good with the beard growing experiment. So this is only a month in. Thoughts on Joe losing the NXT Championship to Nakamura? Why even put it on him if you're just going to have him lose it 2 weeks later? Like, really? You couldn't give Ty Dillinger a joke shot at the NXT World title? Like seriously. You couldn't just give Ty Dillinger a shot at the world title? It's not like Bobby Roode needs to face it. Built Shinsuke, it would have been more interesting to see what Shinsuke would do as a challenger instead of always being like the champion. I thought the reason why Joe won was because they don't plan on moving him up to the main roster anytime soon. So what are you doing? Like, no, seriously, what are you doing with Samoa Joe? I just don't get it. I honestly don't get what they're doing with Samoa Joe at this point. Who do you think attacked Nikki? Carmella, or are you buying the whole Natalia shit? Everyone's like throwing out Eva Marie's name. Like, I don't know why. Like, everyone's just throwing out Eva Marie's name. They're just like, oh yeah, Eva Marie did it. It has to be a twist. It's going to be Eva. I'm like, what the fuck? Why would Eva Marie attack Nikki Bella? Like, what? Because she took away her spot at SummerSlam? At least there's continuity there. Wow. That would be actually pretty good, to be honest. But yeah, no, like, seriously, like, why are people throwing Eva Marie's name out there? I just find it so random. It's like, Eva Marie, really? Oh, God. Just me. I just don't get why Eva Marie's name is being thrown out there. Becky. Oh, that'd be so random if Becky... That'd be like a terrible turn, DJ Cass, if they had Becky attack. It's like Becky was women's... Why would Becky even attack Nikki? Could you were team captain and I wasn't. I wasn't the team captain, so I talked to Nikki. I was the SmackDown Women's Champion. That'd be so terrible. Oh God, Becky Lynch attacking Nikki Bella. Fuck, that'd be so stupid. That would be a waste. Speaking of wasting of time, that'd be a waste of time, man. Why can't TNA have more characters like Broken Matt Hardy? He's the only positive thing people are saying about TNA these days. Because TNA has some decent characters. Like, I think James Storm's doing good with his little group. But yeah, when it comes to the main event scene, I don't know. It's like weird. TNA, like, they always have good undercard guys that are really good. And then just like when they reach the main event scene, I don't know what happens. Like, besides like Lashley, a lot of their main eventers are dull and boring if you think about it. A lot of TNA guys, if you think about it in TNA's history, like they're like really bad in the main event. Like, I just don't get it. Like, you look at Samoa Joe, great character for so many years for TNA. He wins the world title. Yeah, it's cool. But his TNA reign was kind of blah. Bobby Roode, you know, yeah, his reign was really long and everything like that, but his reign was kind of blah. You look at AJ Styles, like, I'm sorry. AJ Styles' best world title run, at least, I know everyone's going to say probably his IWGP title run, but I think, like, really, to be honest, you know, his WWE title run blows out any of his TNA world title runs, in my personal opinion. It's like this weird TNA effect. TNA gets people in the main event scene And instead of being entertaining like they were in the undercard or mid card, they get boring as fuck. It's kind of, it's like a weird effect. Yeah, Jake, this is not really like a random Q&A. This is just me taking wrestling questions, but I will answer this one. Yes, I saw the new Transformers 5 trailer, and my question is, why are they fucking making it? It seems like a waste of time. They're back on Cybertron. Optimus. Sting and Kurt Angle's reigns were good as champs in TNA. Was Sting really have a good reign in TNA? All he did was like pretty much disappear and then come out and beat whatever. Kurt Angle, I'll give Kurt Angle had some good reigns. Stop, Elena. Hey, Chase, Bailey is garbage. So glad you agree. I've never was a big fan of Bailey the Hippo, in my personal opinion. I just don't get it. You know, like fans hate John Cena for wearing colorful shit. Here comes Bailey in purple, blue, and lime green shirts. And everyone's like, oh, it's Bailey. I love Bailey. Bailey's so cute and awesome. And then the New Day, too, they wear their colorful shit. And then they're getting cheered. Just makes no sense. Bailey's like a good caricature for the WWE. But overall, talent-wise, she's decent at best. That's like, I'd rather take like a Nia Jax over Bailey any day. Even though Nia Jax is still green. And she's still learning. I'd rather take a Nia Jax than a Bailey. I don't know. Bailey's just kind of goofy to me. I don't know. She's just like a goofy little character. She's like running around and the inflatable armed two men are behind her. And she just, I don't know. I just don't get it. Is it Bailey chants and them singing along? Do they get annoying? I don't even know what those chants. I don't even know what they're saying half of the chants. Like, they, hey, we want some Bailey. Hey, we want some. Is that the chants? I don't know. Rich Swan, the Cruiserweight champion. Can you handle this? I don't care who's Cruiserweight champion. DJ Cass. I could care less. Until Rey Mysterio comes back to teach these Cruiserweights how to wrestle, I don't care. If Rey Mysterio's not in that division, I don't care. Felicia Snow asked, do you think Becky Lynch is boring? Alexa Bliss has more personality than her and is more interesting than her to me. Becky Lynch can have personality. It's just that she was the wrong champion to be the first champion. Alexa Bliss has good personality. She's still learning to be a really good wrestler. She still has room to improve, Alexa Bliss. It's not like Alexa Bliss is bad and she will never improve. She has a lot of growth left in her. That's what Alexa Bliss can do. She has a lot of growth left in her to be a really, really good champ. But it's just like Becky Lynch was the wrong first champion, and they did a bad job with the first champion. It was kind of like they were listening to the hardcore fans, and the hardcore fans like, you got to give it to Becky Lynch. When honestly, they should have given it to Nikki Bella first, have Nikki feud with Carmella first, and then drop the belt to Alexa Bliss, because then you would make Alexa Bliss into a stronger champion, beating a person like Nikki Bella, who in kayfabe sense has so much accolades to her name. Get hyped with the hype bros. No, Clayton Carl, never. Hey, Bailey, who I want to know, will you be my girl? Oh, is that the song I seen? Do you think it's stupid people are comparing Lana and Enzo shit to Attitude Era stuff when it's plain ridiculous? What's Attitude Era about this? No, you see, Attitude Era stuff was like quick and funny. Like they were going on too long, and it's like Enzo's good at certain comedy, but I feel like with improv comedy, Enzo Amore is like the worst. I feel like Enzo Amore is kind of like The Rock. Like he needs to have stuff written down for him. Like The Rock can break character and do stuff like right off the bat if he wanted to, but The Rock is always better with the script in front of him. There's no denying that. Enzo Amore with that, it was like kind of like it was just like way too long. The jokes didn't stick. You have to go really quick with wrestling humor. You can't draw it out unless you're The Rock. Is Kamala decent on the mic? I'm liking her personality and shot firing at Nikki. Oh, she's not bad on the microphone. It's just that right now she's just kind of weird being on her own, but she's holding her own. Better than most women on the main roster, I'll say that. Where would Samoa Joe Nakamura would wind up in their prospective rosters? Joe on SmackDown, Nakamura on Raw. There you go. That's my. I don't know what other places these idiots would go. Those are just my predictions right there, though. And my dog is barking in the background. I don't know why she's barking. She just likes barking for whatever reason. It's like we got to fix her or something. What the fuck? They can have the pin. I'll take on her. Which was a bigger flop, the WWF light heavyweight division or this current cruiserweight division? At least the light heavyweight division gave us Gilbert real heel. I mean, that's it. At least we got Gilbert out of the light heavyweight division. What are we getting out of this current cruiserweight division? We're not getting fucking getting any Gilberts. I would love if Gilbert was in the light heavyweight division in this current cruiserweight division right now. When Dean attacked Dixworth, how did you feel? Happy? But at the same time, I knew it was just going to lead to a Dean Ambrose and Dixworth feud, so I wasn't happy. I mean, you can't take Dean Ambrose, who you made into a total goof, and make me like him just like that because he beat up someone I hate. You think my main man, Aria Daivari, is generic? Yes. Minus Jack Gallagher and Cedric Alexander to some degree, and Rich Swann to a little bit. Most of the cruiserweights are boring. Who do you see AJ feuding with at Mania? At one point I thought it would be Randy Orton, but it seems like Randy Orton is it seems like Randy Orton's too busy being part of the Wyatt family. So maybe AJ could feud with the Wyatt family. It would be kind of interesting. But yeah, you could have AJ Styles feud with Cena. You know, he's either feuding with Cena, Orton. You have to give him a big match. Like, you can't just give AJ Styles some like lame match or like put him in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Like, he has to be in the main match. So I could see him feuding with someone. Maybe they'll do like a brand warfare type of thing and have it where it's like one guy represents Raw, one guy represents SmackDown type of deal, and you'll face someone from Raw. Who knows? Do you like if you guys want to hear who I would like AJ Styles to feud with at Mania, I would like it if AJ Styles would feud with Shinsuke at WrestleMania. And here's how I would book it. It's just kind of like, I wouldn't want Shinsuke Nakamura on Raw just because I feel like he would fit perfectly and more better on SmackDown, to be honest with you. And I would have it where you had it where AJ Styles is pissed off because SmackDown is hyping up like Shinsuke Nakamura coming to SmackDown. And AJ Styles is just like, I'm the face that runs this place. I'm the man who beat John Cena. I'm the man who beat Dean Ambrose. I'm the man who should be the WWE champion, but I ain't right now. And because like AJ Styles is not getting this title shot because Shane is vetoing it, or because he can't get his automatic rematch, or he wasted it already, and it was like he got just some reason why AJ can't go for the title. And it's just like AJ Styles like, and what is SmackDown treating me? What is SmackDown doing for me? They're hyping up Shinsuke Nakamura. Who in the hell is Shinsuke Nakamura? And then you just have AJ Styles just say, who in the hell is this guy? Because really, to be honest here, yes, us hardcore fans, we know who Shinsuke Nakamura is, but these casual fans, you do not know, you don't know who Shinsuke Nakamura is. So you got to build him up. You got to hype him up. And if someone like AJ Styles, a caliber of AJ Styles, the face that runs the place, the current champ that runs the camp, or in my scenario, the former champ that runs the camp, is bringing this guy up, it's like, who is it? This guy must be somewhat of a big deal. And it's like AJ Styles pissed off that they're making Shinsuke Nakamura a bigger deal than AJ Styles. And then you have it where you show a Shinsuke package, and then it just gets ripped in half, and then you get an AJ Styles package instead, and AJ Styles that's a package you should be happy about. You should be happy, and you should be grateful that you're seeing AJ Styles. And then it's just AJ Styles is so pissed off about all this Shinsuke hype that he wants to end Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania. And the whole time, you don't have Shinsuke come out to confront AJ or do anything with AJ, because you want to show that AJ Styles is a star and he can carry his own, and that way carry a feud on his own and be able to talk. Because I feel like this has been AJ Styles' best mic work throughout his whole career of wrestling, besides being a retard under Kurt Angle's realm. And then you have it where AJ Styles keeps tearing down Shinsuke, pretty much saying Shinsuke is nothing, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, at WrestleMania, you get the moment AJ Styles comes out, Shinsuke comes out, and it'll be a really good match where you build Shinsuke up because, AJ Styles, he's a big star. He's one of your top guys, It would make sense if a Shinsuke Nakamura is struggling with a guy like AJ Styles, especially in his debut match, and it would make Shinsuke Nakamura a big deal. That's what I would do at least, but I don't book WWE. No. But Joe James asks, can you give 5 matches you would want to see at WrestleMania 33? 5 matches I would want to see: Cena versus Taker, finally. Even though the streak's not intact, it's still an interesting matchup, and I want to see if Cena would do the job or not. Instead of AJ and Nakamura, I would much prefer Triple H versus Nakamura, because I feel like Triple H should be putting over one of his top guys on NXT instead of a former guy. Then I would have it where I would probably do AJ Styles versus Randy Orton, because I think that match would be a lot better than whatever you would want to see. Then for the Universal title, I would have Ambrose win the Rumble and do another Shield triple threat match for the Universal title, because I think a Shield triple threat match at WrestleMania is the right place for that match, to be honest here. Like, you know, yes, we already got the Shield triple threat match at like Money in the Bank or Battleground. I can't remember what pay-per-view it was this year. But I feel like WrestleMania is like the true home for the, you know, for like a Shield triple threat match. So I would like to see that at WrestleMania. And then like my final match, can Sting still wrestle? I don't know. I'll give you 4. There you go. If Reigns feuded with The Miz when he's the hottest heel, if they were on the same roster, would Reigns get cheered? No, they would do both men. I kind of hope they keep the title on AJ till Mania. Taker versus Cena doesn't need the title, in my opinion. But it would be so epic if it was for the title, Draven. That's the difference there. Taker versus Cena for the title would just be so epic. And it would be one of the best like WWE World title matches in quite some time when it comes down to name value, recognition, what it means, what it stands for. And to be quite frank here, I love AJ Styles. I do want to see Undertaker have one more run with the title. I mean, I got my Triple H with the WWE Championship a year ago. 3 years ago at this point. I got The Rock winning the WWE World title. What's wrong with Undertaker having one more run, Draven? Come on, man. Let's give the Undertaker one more run with the title. I know Taker versus Cena don't need the title, but that match would just be so epic. And especially because you want to show that, like, that's like a wrestling match you will show your friends, because you're like, dude, it's John Cena, it's the Undertaker for the WWE Championship, career versus title. Oh my God. That's amazing. That's like stuff of legends right there. You want a match with legends. I know AJ Styles would be good as champion, but like really, to be honest here, you want to up the profile of that WWE World title, right? So if you have it where AJ Styles loses to The Undertaker and then Taker versus Cena happens, oh God, that'd be great. Caliente should come out and say to all the cruiserweights that are a disgrace to the lightweight division, we will kick all your asses because we are evil. That'd be great coaching. Caliente. Is Takeya Mizugaku still dead? Like, is his neck still working? You think more characters and storylines with consistency can bring casuals back? No, more big time matches. I want AJ versus Undertaker Rumble, then Cena Taker Mania. That's 2 epic showdowns. Yeah. Another match you could do with AJ Styles is if you can convince Shawn Michaels to come out of retirement, which I don't want Shawn Michaels to come out of retirement, because I feel like if you retire to try to end the streak, that should be your last match. But if you want to do AJ versus Shawn Michaels, shit. If Shawn looked good last year. Like, holy shit. When Shawn Michaels came out for that little run-in at 32, just saying, man, he looked good. So I think you could go with AJ Styles for at least like 15 minutes. I heard they're bringing back the Chamber pay-per-view next year. How do you think they'll set it up with the SmackDown They'll set it up with the SmackDown pay-per-view. It's actually a Raw pay-per-view, Clayton Carl. It's not a SmackDown Live exclusive. It's a Raw exclusive. Raw got the Elimination Chamber. I don't know. IC title Elimination Chamber match. Who knows? Oh. So, in non-wrestling news, our current president, Donald Trump, just picked former WWE CEO Linda McMahon to lead the Small Business Administration. President-elect Donald J. Trump today announced his intent to nominate Linda McMahon to serve as administrator of a Small Business Administration, a cabinet-level position. My America First agenda is going to bring back our jobs and roll back the burdensome regulations that are hurting our middle-class workers and small businesses. To help push our agenda forward, I am pleased to nominate Linda McMahon as the head of a small business administration, said President-elect Trump. Donald Trump transition team in a statement. Hey. Trump, I helped you with this presidency. I made you main event Monday Night Raw. You were at WrestleMania. Give my wife a job, damn it. That's pretty much what happened there. What do you think WWE should do with Brock and Goldberg for the Rumble? I want to wait and see for that. Give me after Roadblock end of the line to think of Royal Rumble crap. I honestly just feel like they should just both eliminate each other, or have Goldberg eliminate Brock again, and then I don't know, to be honest. Besides that, Shawn versus AJ would tear the roof off the Alamo Dome. Yeah, that'd be amazing. They're advertising SmackDown guys for the Chamber. Already now, Clayton Carr. I heard it's a Raw scoop, says. Carson Lopez says, since Royal Rumble is next month, how would you book the worst Royal Rumble to troll the IWC next month? Oh, easy. I'll just have Roman Reigns win. And, like, the best way. So the best way to do it would be, like, here's how we do it. So Goldberg and Lesnar are having their, like, epic little exchange and stuff like that. And then at number 30, Finn Balor comes out. And the IWC is like, oh, do. And Finn Balor's doing like this goofy ass, like, doing his goofy little shit. He comes out, and then later on, he like gets in the ring. Goldberg and Lesnar kind of like ignore him because they know he's a jobber and stuff like that. And then like, they're doing their thing. And then like Roman Reigns is kind of like chilling in the fucking corner. So then you have like Goldberg and Lesnar. They're like tussled up. They're like tangled and everything like that. And then fucking Roman Reigns goes and throws both of them out. And then afterwards, Roman Reigns sees on the apron Seth Rollins. He cocks up the fifth Superman punch and knocks out Seth Rollins out of the ring. Kevin Owens, for whatever reasons, in the Rumble match. And then Roman Reigns like ducks him and spears him. And then later on throws him out. And then Balor is just standing there looking at Reigns. And everyone's like, let's go, Finn. Let's go, Finn. Let's go, Finn. And then like Roman Reigns and Finn Balor have this epic exchange and stuff like that. And then Balor tries to go for the coup de grace. But then Roman Reigns gets up, spears him. And then it just turns out for whatever reason, Balor's shoulder tears again. I don't know how it happened, but he just came back too early. And it's just like Roman Reigns goes and throws him out, because you would piss off the YWC, because you just had Roman Reigns eliminate Goldberg and fucking Lesnar, got rid of Seth Rollins, got rid of Kevin Owens, and then not only that, hurt Finn Balor again. So it's like pretty much, instead of you blaming Seth Rollins now, you're just going to have all the heat on Roman Reigns just to pit the YWC be so pissed. They'll say, how dare they push someone so dangerous like Reigns, even though I cheer for Seth fucking Rollins. And then later on, you would have it where Reigns eliminates Finn Balor to add insult to injury. What a troll move would that be? That would be like the greatest thing ever. I don't know. Would you guys actually like to see me as a booker? I feel like most of you guys would like my ideas, and I do have good ideas, but I don't know. I just want to know. I like my ego getting stroked every once in a while. Orton versus Nakamura would be fucking excellent, especially if Orton's motivated. Yeah, it would be a good match. Why are fans hating the fact that Reigns, that he is back in the title picture, saying he's shoved down our throats when Rollins is in the title picture 24/7? I don't know. Nero, I can't explain it. Wrestling fans are stupid. I had the Big Show win and eliminate everyone in the Rumble to make the worst Rumble. No, straight shooter. Everyone would like that. Then we would have Shaq and Big Show. That'd be great. I love it. For the title, Michael. Yeah, Shaq squash AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble. Oh, no, Big Show's on Raw. Yeah, like Shaq squash Kevin Owens at fucking that would be even better. Could you imagine a Kevin Owens and Shaq feud? Shaq, you may be something, but I'm the WWE Universal Champion, and I feel like that you guys cannot be able to take me out.
when you say that, Kevin Owens, I'm going to become the Universal Champion. And then afterwards, I'm going to make the Universal Championship the Shaqversal Championship.
Big Show and Shaq for the Universal title. Oh, God. You know what's sad? That would be a better world title match than whatever the fuck else WWE would give us. Would you ride if Finn Balor made his return at the Rumble and run? Rant, yes. Riot, no. I would rant about it and say how it makes no sense that a guy that's in the Cruiserweight division can come back and win the Royal Rumble just like that, and you guys are all okay with it. And I would rant about how stupid it is, but I wouldn't riot about it. It's nothing to riot about. Do you feel bad for Tyson Neal getting Shaq when he has potential? Yeah, a little bit, but hey, he's black. What can you say? It just sucks. When you're a black man in the WWE, you just got to accept the fact that you're not going to get pushed as much. Shaq versus James Ellsworth would be a main event for Mania. I'm more excited for – I want Shaq versus Big Show for the Universal title now. Like, that'd be fucking amazing.
I'm the Shaq versus champion. Big Show, you won the Rumble. I respect you and all, but I got stuff to do, and it doesn't involve you.
And you get Charles Barkley to, like, oh my God, you get Charles Barkley involved in the situation. Not just terrible. You have Charles Barkley train the Big Show to beat Shaq. Like, look, I'm going against Shaq on so many different levels. I can help you against this big man, Big Show. Your big right hand, it won't be enough to stop Shaquille O'Neal. You gotta have more than that, Shaq. Let me train you. And you get like funny training montages of Charles Barkley fucking training Big Show. And then we just get Shaq as Universal Champion.
Shaq versus championship. I feel like you guys need to realize that I'm the champ.
Would Big Show be like the best babyface of all time? Would he be like the best babyface of all time if he was like if Shaq was world champion? I'm telling you guys, this sounds so much better than like Kevin Owens versus Finn Balor for like the Universal title. I'm being dead serious when I say that. I would rather who here would rather see Shaq versus Big Show for the WWE Universal title? That sounds like a great Universal title match if you ask me. I'm not trying to troll or anything like that. I really do feel like that's a great Universal title match. Sounds fucking amazing to me. You have Charles Barkley do the Shaq. Yeah. You know what, JB? I don't know, man. I really do like Shaq, but I feel like the Big Show kick his ass. Charles Barkley is such a mark for wrestling, too, because when he sees, like, oh, man. like, have you ever heard Charles Barkley, like, mark out for wrestling and stuff like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, have you guys ever seen Charles Barkley? Like, there's like a clip where like Jerry the King Lawler like pile drived like one of the mascots, and then like he was like marking out for like fucking Jerry the King Lawler. Like, that's Jerry the King Lawler. Oh man, that's Jerry the King Lawler. And then fucking he saw like the footage of Shaq and Big Show, and then Charles Barkley was just being like a huge fan. He was like, oh man, get him, Big Show, kick his ass. Oh man, you need help. You need help. And then Charles Barkley is just all confused. So yeah, that would be great. All right. Who do you prefer, Care Bear or Dixworth? Care Bear, because at least with Care Bear, you know there's something there where WWE can use him for months to come, while Dixworth just feels like a waste of time. Like Care Bear, I just don't like because I think Care Bear's utter trash. Like I just feel like there's no reason why this human being should be on the roster at all. Like he should be on NXT improving himself or on the independent still. But at least with Care Bear, there's potential feuds in the future. I'm glad Kadeem Simon is interested in Big Show versus Shaq for the WWE Universal title. I feel like that's the best Universal title match I could think of for WrestleMania. But it's either that or Roman Reigns versus what's his dumbass name, Care Bear. You're going to do that. Reigns versus Care Bear would be like the worst Universal title. Big Show and Shaq, we're not expecting that match to be good. We're just expecting for great promos. We got to get Charles Barkley to do commentary for that match now. We got to have the Chuckster. We can't have the Chuckster not be on commentary for that one. Otherwise, it wouldn't be the same. We need Chuck. I always found it weird how like Charles was like a short name for Chuck. Like Chuck's a short name for Charles. It's like my name. If you guys didn't know, did you know Chase is a short name for the word Chauncey? For the name Chauncey. So like Chauncey, if you shorten Chauncey, it becomes Chase. The fuck? Well, like Chauncey and Chase are nowhere near each other. I don't know how the fuck Chase is a short name to Chauncey. Now my full name isn't Chauncey or anything like that. My name is Chase. Like it's not like my full name is Chauncey something Oliver. You know what I'm saying? It's just my name is Chase. It's just that it's just weird how it's like, how do you get Chase from Chauncey? Just like how do you get Chuck from Charles? Or how do you get Dick from Richard? Makes no sense. What if Triple H was eating breakfast with the Breakfast Club ringside at Royal Rumble pay-per-view, and then 30 Triple H is the third entry, and then he tosses every over the top rope and wins the Rumble again? Joe Juicy, do you think I'll complain? You know Triple H is my favorite wrestler of all time. I would be marking out and I would love that shit. And then I want like on the Royal Rumble Blu-ray extras of how this match was booked and planned. So anyways, guys, thank you all very much for tuning in to the TLC 2016 review and results. I hope you guys had fun watching this. I'll see you all next time for another video, whenever the fuck I feel like it. Damn it. I got a long few days of work ahead of me, so I don't know when next time I'll have a chance to upload. But thank you all very much for coming in and watching the live stream. I hope you guys have yourself a wonderful day. I'll see you guys next time.